what you doing wearing a bathrobe? Stay tuned. Hey everyone, and welcome to travel diary number 6. I'm gonna make this kind of quick because I do want to make a big announcement at the end that's gonna have a little explanation with it, and I don't want this video to be ridiculously long, so just bear that in mind. Last Thursday and Friday, I finally went and saw Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Oh my god. Yes. I'm not going to give away too much as a lot of my friends are still going to see it, haven't seen it yet, so they don't want to know any of the details, but I will say 3 things about it. 1, whatever you've heard about the special effects pales in comparison to how they actually turned out. Incredible. Number 2, 2 words. Choreographed transitions. I'll just leave it at that. Number 3, if you read the script originally before you saw it, or instead of seeing it, it is a much better story to read as an actual play rather than just a script. Not the best, but better. I also splurged on an official program and picture book, as well as a little glass of rosé during the second show, which was really quite good. It was really good. I spent Saturday doing nothing, although I did go, I just punched myself in the chest. I did go out with friends to a restaurant called The Hare and Tortoise and got some sushi because I've been craving it. It was great, by the way. On Sunday, I went to Camden Market with an old friend of mine from like middle school who is also here studying abroad, and we walked around there in the shops, including the Serial Killer Cafe or bar. I think it's cafe though. I got this thing called the Double Rainbow. It's like a cereal cocktail. It had Fruit Loops, Fruity Pebbles, freeze-dried marshmallows, and then I put strawberry milk in it. She got something, I think that was called Unicorn Poopy, which was hilarious. Here's our little bowls. It was really good. I'm all about themed restaurants though, so that was also really fun. Other than that, the rest of the week has kind of been uneventful, filled with classes. I went on another walking tour with my photography class on South Bank, and today after class with a couple of friends, we went to the Muffin Man in Kensington, which is a little tea shop. Here's our little table filled with goodies and treats. I also got a chocolate cake there, so all in all, it's been a good day. The only other really significant thing that happened in the past week is I bought some more things. I remember on the first mini London haul thing, I was like, I'm not gonna do a lot of these, but look where we are now. More. First thing, as you probably know, I watch Zoella. I really like her videos. She put out a line called Zoella Lifestyle with like notebooks, pencils, things like that, and one of the things she put out was a mug and fingerless glove pack thing. And 1, I really wanted a travel mug because I have a lot of morning classes. 2, I didn't bring any gloves, and so it'd be nice to have something to warm my hands, so I got that. Here's the mug. Super cute. I love the color scheme. I'm not too keen on what it says. It says topped with cream and sprinkles, but that's just because it's not really relevant to anything in my life. The gloves are fingerless, as I said, and now they're on the floor. So, like that. Just keep your hands warm, which is why I made a trip to Primark to get gloves that actually covered my fingers, because, as I said, I didn't bring gloves on this trip because I'm an idiot. They're maroon, they look like this, and they have a little mitten top that can come off so that I can use my phone. I've yet to find those gloves with like the ISO touch things. That's what I've gotten in previous years, and I haven't found them. So I really need to keep my ears warm when it's cold outside. Everything else can be slightly chilly, but as soon as my ears are cold, I get a massive headache. And if you only have hats to cover your ears and you're wearing your hair in a ponytail, life can be kind of difficult. Not really, but you know what I mean. So I bought this little fuzzy black headband as well to cover my ears because it's starting to get cold outside. Real deal, man. I also got this fun fact about me. I get very cold very easily. Usually when I'm home, I wear a hoodie with pockets so I can carry my phone around. So I can wear lounge pants or whatever pants I want, but I'll always have somewhere to stick my phone, and I'll have something covering my top, and that way I'll be warm. Well, the hoodies that I use the most at home were about 7 or 8 years old, so I got rid of them before I came here, and I literally have no hoodies. So I was trying to figure out like what hoodie to get so I can stay warm, and I was in Primark and I saw this, and it's literally the softest thing I have ever owned. It had pockets. I don't usually wear it outside. It's good. It's a bathrobe, so you climb out of the bath and you grab this fuzzy thing and life is great, but it's also something I can slip on in the morning, shove my phone in my pocket, and make breakfast while listening to music, all that stuff. It's what I was looking for, and it's really soft. So yeah. A couple of weeks ago, I said I was a very tactile person. Like, I'm very touchy-feely, and the way things feel really affect my mood and the way I feel. So the fact that this super soft thing you can just wrap yourself around in, like, it comforts me in such a way that I don't think I can really explain in words. It's a positive, I'll tell you that much. The last little thing is I finally found instant coffee at the big Tesco, because I finally made it around to there. They look like, it's called coffee bags, apparently. I can't show you them because they're all like miniature packaged, but you know, it's pretty good. I just like coffee a lot better than tea, so bought myself instant coffee because we don't have a coffee machine. Yay! Last thing before the announcement that I talked about, the blog posts that I've been talking about still aren't up. I've been having some issues editing the pictures that go with them. All the writing's done and the pictures are finally edited and up, so those will be up today. I'm also thinking about starting a photography Tumblr that explores photography, obviously, but it's still a work in progress. I think I made that announcement last week as well. Yeah, it's still a work in progress. The last big thing I want to talk about today is actually something that happened yesterday. It's not something that happened to me, it was like a worldwide event. Yesterday was National Coming Out Day, and if you are out thinking about coming out or unable to come out, that day was for you. Not just to come out, but to recognize that, you know, being a part of the LGBTQI community is an important part of someone's identity, and no matter what your status is, whether you're out or closeted or somewhere in between, you are valid and your identity is important. So if you're in any one of those categories, I'm so proud of you for sticking with it, and I want to open up this channel and my brand to kind of be an ally to those in the community. Not just because I am an ally. I wanted to do this yesterday on a Facebook post, but I find that I am more articulate in spoken word than I am in written word. It's why I'm better at making YouTube videos than I am at blog posts, but I do try and balance the two. So I'd like to officially come out to everyone as a pansexual. I know that many of you watching will probably not know what that means, so I'm just gonna really quickly give you a dictionary definition of what it means to be pan or pansexual. The dictionary definition, aka Google, says that being a pansexual means you are not limited in sexual choice with regard to biological sex, gender, or gender identity. This is the first time I've said this anywhere. It's not on my Tumblr, it's not on my Facebook. I don't even think any of my family knows, although I might have told one of them once. Maybe. The reason I've been kind of iffy about coming out officially to anyone, even my family, is not necessarily because of the repercussions. I've kind of come to terms with the fact that some people will cut me off and some people will, you know, stop being my friends, or some people won't understand, and that's fine. I don't really have any, you know, regrets about that. If you're not gonna respect me for who I am, then I obviously cannot be friends with you. Not shouldn't, cannot. And so it was more along the lines of I was scared that I was jumping to a conclusion about myself. Like I wasn't quite sure who I really was, and it was kind of an exploration of self-identity that I'd never really had to do before, or never really attempted before. This coming out is kind of a little different than some of the other ones that you've seen or might have seen. I really haven't been struggling to hide my identity. It's more of I discovered that this identity was a thing and something kind of clicked in me and I kind of understood. And so it's more about me figuring out what it means to be pansexual and what it means to be attracted to a certain gender or no genders or any of the things in between, and how do I know that I'm truly feeling the way that I feel, because I haven't really done a lot of experimentation. Like, do I need to wait to experiment? How does that work? And it's been a long time coming. I've probably been thinking about this for 3, maybe 4 years now. Maybe not that long. Probably closer to 3 years now. I've been contemplating this, and I feel now strongly in my understanding of my own identity and how I wish to be identified. And so I'm ready to kind of show myself off to the world as how I've come to know myself, and that is as an open pansexual. Ta-da! First point, I decided to put this announcement in a video form, not just because I articulate better on camera, but also because I don't really want to come out individually to every single person. I don't feel like I need to. I'm not kind of tiptoeing around it for people. That's not how I wanted to come out. It's a personal decision. You can come out individually to everyone, that's fine. But I wanted to come out at once, and I felt it was better to do it this way. So if anyone doesn't know, then I can correct them, but I will assume it's common knowledge. I hate assuming things, but we're gonna do that. So if you're my family or friends, really close friends, and you're like, why didn't you tell me before you told everyone else? It's because I really didn't want to go through and construct like 7 million texts and 20 gajillion emails, and when I can just post it on YouTube for the world to see. Second point, I do want to point out that being a pansexual does not mean that I'm sexually attracted to everyone, okay? There are some not so good looking people out there, and there are some good looking people with horrid personalities, and not just horrid in like a general term, but like non-compatible personalities who I would not get along with no matter what. And so just because I open myself up to not have any boundaries on my sexual attraction does not mean that it's okay to assume that every single person I see on the street, I'm just like, I want to hit that. Because that's not true at all. And I really don't want to be viewed like that, or to have that sexuality viewed like that, because it's really not true. Third point is that, as I said at the beginning of the announcement, I want to open up this channel and my blog and my brand to be a safe space not only for the LGBT community, but for my fellow pansexuals, open and in the closet, to be a safe space to converse about it and to seek help or advice or anything along that spectrum. I want to be able to reach out to this community that I've opened up to and kind of decided to join. So, there. Alright, folks, that's all I got for you today. It was kind of a boring week, though, if I'm being honest. Happy National Coming Out Day. A day late, but, yeah, the sentiment's still there. See you next week. It got really dark in here, and this video looks scary dark.